Good morning
from Canada.
We are here.
Yeah, we have made it to Newfoundland. Now, one thing I've learned over the last few days going to some lectures and stuff, it is Newfoundland. You don't say Newfoundland. I'm sure I've committed that cardinal sin last time we were here, and I'll probably do it today, so forgive me.
Yeah.
But we've made it to St. Anthony's. Now, this is a tender port.
It is. Short day.
Oh, yeah. Back on board's like 2:30.
Yeah.
We've been here before, and we did a whole heck of a lot of Viking stuff.
Yeah.
We also did some hiking stuff out by the lighthouse.
We had a full day last time.
Really did. So we're going to go do some more wandering in a different direction today.
Yeah.
Just free and frugal. I guess let's go get some breakfast and get it going.
Started.
Come on.
Let's do it.
Breakfast is served, eh? Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Pink number 6.
Hold on to your hand. Good morning.
Well, deck A forward as usual. Welcome to land. Newfoundland, to be specific. So same dock that we came to last time.
Enjoy your day, everybody.
Oh gosh, we got a Viking out here greeting us. A news crew. Yeah, we might have made the news in St. Anthony. Who knows? All right, so this is the Interpretation Center. We're going to make our way across the street. I guess the pronunciation is Grenfell. That's what I'm going to go with, to that museum for the starting point of our adventure today.
Yeah, I'm just setting up my watch for a walk.
Hey, my reflection. So our adventure today is called the Tea House Hill / American Base Trail on AllTrails. This building, of course, home to handicrafts. I think we went upstairs and had a cup of tea and some snacks last time. Restrooms. Got the grocery store and the Ragnarok brewery right there. We're going to cross the street over here toward the hospital. A quick wiggle over behind this sort of bluish building, and I see a sign up ahead across the road here. So there is the Grenfell Museum. Again, excuse me if I'm mispronouncing his name. We'll come read about these trails. Venture to the historical remnants of the old tea house. Yes, please. There's lookouts and all of that. And if you continue, because you could just do the tea house trail, continue for access to the old American Base Road and Ruins, which was an early warning radar detection site. So you could just do the yellow and the red as a loop and come out. But our intent is to do, well, you go out on the yellow, follow this blue, turn around, come back, take the red out. Oh, and there's like an optional side hike to a paddock.
Are there horses?
I don't know. Maybe there's mooses.
Oh gosh, yeah, that is a thing here.
Yeah.
This is definitely moose country. So we want to see one, but very far away, and I have a great zoom lens, but I would love to see one. Just not so close because they're really dangerous.
Yeah. All right, let's see what we see. Just up these stairs past the museum should be the beginning of the trail. Oh, we are in trouble. Yeah, this should be it. Let us start by going to the right. Oh gosh, here's another sign about the trail. Okay, we won't spend too much time on this one. Read it real fast. Okay, off we go. Got a little snow on the ground still. This one's nice. I think this one is maintained by like a local company who keeps it in good shape. Oh, we've encountered our first nature. Cute, a painted rock pig. St. Anthony and area rocks. That's cute. Lots of learning. Lots of benches. Well, that's a good sign.
And they have a gray jay. And a blue jay.
It's my cousin. The layers have come off. Our temperatures are hanging around 50 today, so not bad. Oh, let's climb. Look out! Oh, just at the top of those stairs, we have entrance to house, so let's come peek at it. This does not appear to be an entrance to a house, but it is a nice overlook with some learning opportunities. You can catch some nice breeze from up here, some nice views back toward town. Well, maybe this is the location where the house once stood. Anyway, back down. Unless the sign just means that down where we came from is the entrance to the house. Anyway, looks like there is another larger lookout this way still. Here is our next decision. Okay, we are going toward entrance to plaques and lookout. Well, let's start with plaques, since that was the first thing on the sign. Got all these on the rocks. And a whole lot of learning that can be done. Oh, I see. Inset in the large boulder in front of you are the ashes of Sir Wilfrid and Lady Grenfell, and 4 other prominent figures. 1865 to 1940. On to the lookout. Now, side note, there was a ship tour that would take you up here and guide you along this little trail. It's about $100 a person, but Dee and I are excellent guides, so we're just like, you know what? We can do that on our own. This is a bench. See how great of a guide I am? This is an overlook. You can see our ship in the distance. A tender boat running in. You know, they said this was going to be one of the longer tenders we had in a while. I think it was about 1.5 nautical miles. Yeah, there was a tea house originally built on this hill overlooking the harbor. So there we go, Tea House Hill. So that was what the ship tour was doing, and then turning around and going back down to town for some museum stuff and some free time. Now, from here, we should be able to continue to the base. Well, I'm hearing lots of birds around. We haven't seen any signage really warning about moose, but that does seem to be a thing about Newfoundland in general. So this is the official exit back to town. If you want to make it a circle, this is the way we should be coming back out, and that's toward the Grenfell house. But if you turn right, oh, there's even a sign over here, hello, that says American Base Trail. Whoa, there it is.
Point something out.
Oh, what's that? All right, Dee's going to guide you. Here she comes.
So we've learned in our travels to Alaska that if the air is super fresh, they have this phenomenon. It's called like old man's beard and some other things, but it's because the air is so clean it can grow. It's a type of lichen, I believe.
I liken it.
So if you see this, it means you're breathing in the most amazing air. So I appreciate that.
See, come here and join our guided tours. We won't charge you $100 a person. Maybe we will.
We won't. No, just come.
We can even teach you like what berries you're supposed to eat. Okay, no, I'm not going to try that because that can be dangerous. Let's begin the careful ascent. A little icy. Oh, we've got another junction. Apparently, looking at the AllTrails, the left is like an in and out viewpoint, whereas the right is the continuation. Here is the view from the top of the world. Feel that breeze. Quite refreshing today, but I like that.
It's chilly but lovely.
Oh yeah, we can see the road that we walked last time to get out toward the lighthouse area out there. It looks like you're walking back toward the ship at that point, but that's not the direction to the tender dock. Well, let's continue. We'll rejoin the trail from whence we came. Dee in the tree. She just told me you better use this picture. All right, I'm going to use it, y'all. This is going to be in Photos by Dee. Y'all, this is an evil tree. It's got a creepy face. You see the 2 eyes and the big smile? Maybe that's just me. Oh, okay.
It just needs a hug. It's okay.
All right, we're taking a moose-looking break. Not that we see one, but this looks like a big area that you could look across and see one.
I feel like they're going to be out more dusk and dawn and things like that, and we're at like 9:55 in the morning. We probably missed that opportunity.
We missed the moose for the morning.
You never know.
Why do we always go on hunts for dangerous animals? That's one thing I want to know. Not hunt, that's true. That's not the right word. Why do we always go on looky-loos? That's a much better word. For dangerous animals. Bears, mooses, cassowaries. If there was a cassowary out here, Dee would want to look at it. Y'all know what a cassowary is? That bird?
They're like a dinosaur bird.
Yeah.
And we've seen them at zoos before.
They will bonk you on the head with their bone brain and
They're
hurt
dangerous.
you.
I feel like they're all just misunderstood and need a hug, but I would not do that.
Nope. We're not hugging a moose today.
No.
I think I should Google, what does a moose sound like? So I know. Does it sound like a cow? Does it grunt? Does it... Oh, you're taking pictures of birds.
I think it's a red robin.
Yum.
You're gonna do that. We've been married too long.
I love your hamburgers, little red robin. We ran into some fellow passengers, and they said, come out here. There's a cool view. So we're going off-road. Hopefully it's not a trap. Now this would be a nice spot to see a distant, very distant moose. We're going to call this Moose's Mound. I mean, there's got to be one down there somewhere.
They like the water.
Well, this was a fun, worthwhile little side jaunt.
Yeah.
Side note, one of the ponds we were looking at is called Devil's Pond or Devil's Lake. So yeah, let's get out of here. I don't want to get possessed by a devil moose today. Not today. Well, back to the trail. We're on a little bit of a downhill. It goes downhill, then up again. Oh, look at this place. Yeah, oh yeah, see, safety first. Do the sideways walk.
We learned this, but if your feet hurt, like hitting the top of your shoes, because mine do, this is good.
Yeah, we learned, I think you walk like that if it's snowy or icy, and sometimes that helps. But yeah, foot pain for sure. We've got a bird that's been giving us a little bit of a call and response out here. We keep doing the old Mockingjay Hunger Games thing, and it replies back with this long song. Okay, that's a D if you heard that one. Well, there was the end of the pleasant downhill. Now we go slightly uphill, I think the whole rest of the way. Yeah, there was our little friend in the distance. Mm-hmm. There's all kinds of fun bird noises out here. What? That almost sounds like the snipes in Iceland. Just slower.
Oh. Or it's a dinosaur. I've seen that movie.
Well, we're in the home stretch now. Dinosaurs or no dinosaurs. Well, here is how you know you're getting close to the end. There's a nice left-hand up turn, which should take us directly up to the road. Oh, bunny alert. That's better than a moose.
It's so cute.
Maybe he's distracting us so the moose can come up behind us and ambush us.
Cute.
He's like alert. I think he obviously heard us coming. Oh.
Bye.
Bye.
I don't think I've ever seen so many bunnies on a trip.
True.
Actually, I've never seen them until this trip.
Nature. Crikey. Oh my. Excuse us for turning into 3-year-olds every time we see nature. We're just like a bunny. I think it might have been a jackrabbit. They are supposed to be around here. Here's a cute bunny. Oh, our destination is in sight. So yeah, this trail ends where it meets that road that you can see. And it's about 1.75 miles from the museum building, not the tender area, but from there to where the path meets the road. Then you can choose to turn right and climb up there to the base. Yep, there is the end of the 1.75. So if you turn left, you would actually go back to town, like toward the lighthouse. You can follow the roads all the way. Or you turn right. Let's go right. Investigate this base a little further. We were walking along, we're like, are those standing stones, like mysterious relics? It looks like the remnants of some kind of support system. If you look this way, you can kind of see like little notches in the tops of some of them. Like, I don't know if that would have held a pipe, a conduit, something like that.
They could be standing stones.
They are. They're mysterious relics from the past. At least the 1950s or 60s, probably. Well, just turning around this far, we can appreciate how far we've come. We're not quite up to the base yet. All right, let's finish the climb, yeah. So this is the first giant structure you come to. It looks like there's some stuff a little bit further down the road, so I think we will end with this structure. Let's start with the furthest one and work our way back to town, as it were. Let's use this as our entry point. So if we go here, straight in down that little path. Yeah, there's not much in the way of signage out here, just looking at Google Maps like the actual satellite thing to make sure we didn't miss any areas possibly. So this is just like a large concrete slab, I would say. So we have seen that slab. Nice.
I'm sure it had some significant building at some point on it. We just don't know what it is.
Facts.
If you know, tell us in the comments.
True.
We would love to know that.
So now let's turn around and head toward this gigantic tower. Well, over here is another exciting paved section. Y'all, we're going to walk up in here and look at this pavement. So yeah, no idea of the history. You can see some like walls, remnants of something. And they had a hole in the ground that was for something. Yeah, I don't think we're going to lead guided tours to this portion. We're going to have to educate ourselves a little better.
So we normally give okay facts, but not on this portion of the tour.
This is where we just make things up and look and go, that's cool. All right, I do see an actual building over in this direction. I think I read somewhere that was the historic moose barn. That was where they kept all the moose, and that hole in the ground was for moose food. Yeah.
No.
Well, that building turns out to belong to what appears to be the power company or some sort of utility because it's right here by this tower. But in other news, I just snuck a peek out here and there's an iceberg. Let's go look at it. Y'all, if you want to see an iceberg, just come up to the power station or whatever this building is that we're standing by now. The iceberg is not always going to be there. But we are pretty close to Iceberg Alley, so you should be able to see some giants out there.
That's huge.
Yeah, you're going to get much closer to that than I am. So photos by D, coming soon. Well, let's go straight back out to the road, and we will go look at that big structure that is the actual base. So this should be a circular road. I guess let's start with this bottom back side, and then we'll end up kind of up there where that flag is painted, hopefully. So I don't know that you can approach this side any closer than this, so we'll just kind of get a peek above the trees here. A lot of people left their names. Chris, Janet, Tasha. Here's looking at you. Just in case they're friends of the channel, I want to know that they're appreciated. Oh, you also get majestic peaks out to that same iceberg area that we saw from the other angle. We have found the top of the world. This looks like some sort of, maybe what used to be like a tower structure. There's a set of stairs up there that maybe this thing had multiple levels in the past. Yeah, like different rooms on the inside. It almost looks like a volcanic eruption with this stone poking through the floor. From here we can see over to that other large building, which we will pass on the way out. Oh, here's all the majestic views. And of course our friendly iceberg out there again. Hey Berg, hope you're having an ice day. And a nice ice, okay. I heart Newfoundland. Well, that's heartwarming because some of this graffiti is less than so. Well, let's investigate this other structure. See, there's a couple of like old hitching posts where you would hitch the moose up to, you know, while you were transporting them back and forth. Yeah. Okay, there's at least 3 round structures up here. I think we've made it back to the one that had the flag painted on the front. Mostly trees. And like more of those standing stones on the inside of this one. Yeah, this looks like this flag might have been created by a passerby too. I was thinking maybe it was like, you know, some semi-preserved and retouched old relic from the past, but no, probably not. All right, well, there we go. Boom, the ruins of the old base.
This alien might be from the past.
Oh dear. I mean, aliens were big in like, you know, 40s, 50s, maybe 60s.
He's having a good time.
So, plan from here, I guess we'll wind our way back to the trailhead and wander back through some nature. Maybe we'll see some more bunnies. Y'all, is this willow? Because we know moose like to eat willow. Is that?
I think it's willow. It's so soft. I hope it's not poisonous.
Oh gosh. Well, let's don't touch it too hard.
But if it's not willow, don't tell us.
Yeah.
We'll just believe that it is.
That's right, guys. This is 100% willow, and we could carry this around and shake it, and maybe a moose will come see us. Let's don't.
No.
That seems dangerous. Okay, so the plan from here should be blue trail back to probably red trail because we did yellow on the way in. We might investigate that little paddock trail, or we might just go straight out. I guess we'll see when we get there. Unless we see something awesome in this repeat section, I probably won't record too much of it, but maybe when we get to the new part, we'll see you then. Y'all, is these moose tracks? I don't know what moose tracks look like. See the shape of that one? Oh man. This is the section where we saw our giant rabbit before. Maybe it's just a big rabbit foot. We are seeing all kinds of weird footprints out here today. What the heck? Okay, I know what this one is. This is my footprint. On the way out, I misjudged and thought, oh, this looks like some nice sturdy ground to step on. Squoosh. Not really. So, if y'all ever wondered, that's what a J footprint looks like.
Now you know.
Whoa, ha, 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 ha. There we have it. We've made it back to the intersection where we turned off for the base trail. So now we are going to go this way, which puts us on, I guess it's the red one if you're keeping track of the colors from that map. If there's signage for the paddock, I guess we'll turn off and go see what that's all about. But if it's not signed, we'll probably just go straight out. So this is all new stuff. We are done with the repeat section. So much potential. Endless possibility. Oh, what is a paddock? Is it an animal field? Might I see sheep? Is there a moose paddock?
Isn't that very cute, like horses and stuff?
Okay, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what's in a paddock.
I don't think there's moose.
Well, we found a delightful bench to settle in on. Yeah, the American Base Trail didn't really have so much in the way of benches. Only this T-Hill, T-Loop, this one is the one with the benches. So we will take advantage of it for now before we continue. And I fully expect a moose paddock on this trail. Y'all, there is another painted rock right here in a tree. Somebody has stalked the rocks today. I guess we'll leave this one for somebody else to find. So.
We're rewarded by coming down here to see cute stuff.
Y'all keep your eyes open for rocks. I didn't know that was something we were searching for today, but that's fun.
They're cute.
Bloop, boop, bloop, boop, boop. It's like an extra life mushroom. That's cool.
I'm good at finding these.
And it's in its natural environment. A mushroom growing on a log?
That is cute.
Well, I would say there's definitely a sign for the paddock. All right, let's explore. Okay, it is field. This kind of puts you out in a residential neighborhood just a little ways over from the hospital where we started this whole adventure. Now we know what a paddock looks like. Maybe they're growing moose here in these bins. You just put the moose seeds in the ground and we'll give them lots of chocolate. Like if you want a chocolate moose,
I've heard of that.
you do that. So I don't know. Well, this road up here should lead us out to the main road. Just hang a left. Well, looks like they might get some kind of critters around here because they sure have put like lockdowns on what appear to be their trash cans, their garbage. I'm assuming that's what that is. I don't know. Do you have to moose-proof your trash? Do you put packages in it? Is it for UPS? We rounded the corner. There's a familiar sight. Tender Dock, Ragnarok, Interpretive Center there. That one didn't rhyme, I know. Got the hop-on, hop-off bus popping out here. Wow. Well, they had the hot chocolate station going again. All right, let's rejoin the Tenderloin. All aboard. Oh, Canada.
So tonight is dressy night and it's cold. So I've kind of made my own outfit out of a few pieces I already brought or have purchased. The earrings are like a filigree gold from Walmart. It comes with a necklace set, but I don't really want to wear that. It's kind of busy otherwise. The shirt is new. It's from Lindex. It's that leopard print with the lettuce trim, and it's not really sheer, but kind of gives that version of being sheer. I paired that over my dress from Walmart. It's the like V-neck pleated sundress. It's from Sofia Vergara's line. And the shoes are from Primark. Oh, and I added my belt from Amazon, but I do have the crop tuck underneath it to kind of have it all neat, and then just cinched it in at the waist. So I think it's cute. Good evening.
So let's get ready to roll into evening mode because Fresh and Clean has happened.
Let's do it.
How was your day in old Canada?
It was great. It's always an amazing time in Canada, specifically someplace that you could just get off the ship. Fresh air, nature, lovely trails that are well marked. It's nice. So we've been here before and done a lot of the things you're supposed to do. But if you have a long day, you could do multiple things because it's not a huge area. True. You can cover a lot of ground. But I loved our day today. Yeah. We just like getting steps in.
And that bunny, did you see that big fat jackrabbit?
It was so cute.
Yeah, and going out to the base ruins and all that, it doesn't look like it's anything that's maintained or there's no educational opportunities, but just something cool to go and see, I guess. A little relic from the past.
Historic.
That's right. So thanks to Newfoundland for being Newfoundland.
The people are so friendly, though. It's true. Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess let's go ahead and roll into the rest of the evening. So, off we go.
Let's do it.
Dinner, man. Let's do this dinner thing. Well, our menu tonight is a special anniversary gala. Done with dinner, and it is time for music trivia. Now the theme is Led Zeppelin tonight, so we'll see. Oh, today is the day that the shops will close, end of day, so folks are getting all these deals, and then I'm curious to see what the reworked, well, I guess we're not going to get to see, but the next cruise can see what the reworked shops will have.
Very tempting, though.
Well, it is show time now. We've got a port talk first, but then it should be the Repertory Company.
So please welcome to the stage your World Stage Repertory Company as they present Sounds of summer.
Summertime. We have returned to the cabin to find papers and candies and inspirational quotes and, of course, a new friend, which seems like every formal or dressy night we get a new friend. Good night. We are back in the cabin. I just said that. I always double say that we're back in the cabin just to make sure that you know.
We're here. Yeah.
Let's back it up and talk about some summertime show.
Yes, this is so good. Apparently, I overheard when we were leaving that they had not performed this since like October. So they had to figure it all out on the fly and rework it. And it was phenomenal. You cannot tell that they haven't done it in that long because they are such a tight-knit group with the vocals and the singing, the musicality. It's all good. And they're also amazing people. Like, we run into them in ports all the time, and they will have conversations with you, and I'm really going to miss this group.
That's true.
Every time I go to a show, I'm like, I'm getting emotional. It's almost over. But it's so good. Repertory Company is amazing.
Yeah, because I think either almost all or all of this cast has been on other ships and worked together before, from what I've seen.
Westerdam, for sure.
Yeah, so that's cool. They're
cool.
So tight-knit. Now, this show is a little bit of a roller coaster. We started with, like, beach music, and then we went to, like, anything that had the word sun in the title. Then we just had a disco party.
And ended with hair.
Yeah, which was Let the Sun Shine In and all that stuff.
And Age of Aquarius. Yeah, hair.
It went or where.
I liked it.
But it was a fun ride.
It was a feel-good show.
Hey, y'all, dinner time.
Yeah.
So you had some tomato soup.
Tomato soup with a dumpling of some sort.
Oh, potato chive.
Potato chive dumpling. This is amazing. Their soups, their warm soups, are really flavorful. This was very hot, but I was freezing, so it was perfect. Really nice acidity in the tomato, and one little dumpling. But it was good.
One little dumpling. Speaking of little, there is my duck. I've had this before. It is 3 slices of cold presented duck. It's cooked. What was the thing underneath? There was a fruitiness underneath.
Mango?
And yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
It all comes together very well, but it's teeny tiny, and I cut the little fat pieces off. Y'all, I know it's a cardinal sin not to eat the duck skin and the duck fat.
He's weird.
It just ain't me. What I ate was good.
Yeah.
Hey, salad.
I had a salad. Everything had French fancy names tonight, so we're just going to call this a salad with radishes and tomato and avocado, and it had like a sesame ginger soy dressing or something. It was really sweet, but it was very good.
And I had the fancy French named shrimp cocktail with the Louis sauce and the boiled eggs and yum. Again, 3 shrimp, so not huge. The tails were not on them, which was nice, so I didn't have to deal with any of that. You know, when you're digging in there and getting sauce all over your fingers. But good flavors. You've had this one before, too.
Yes, I have.
Nice. There is your entree.
It was the sole fish with rice of some sort, broccoli, a beurre blanc sauce, and like sort of like frizzled onions on top. It was really tasty. I didn't eat too much of the sauce because it's heavy, but otherwise, beautiful.
I had the surf and turf. So lobster tail cooked beautifully, little butter to dab it in. The whatever cut of beef it was cooked nice and medium as requested. It also came with some sort of rice. They were very long grains, I'll say. Little carrot, little zucchini, I think, and you know, it's good stuff. Veggie bowl, it had some greenery, which I think was sauteed spinach, and there was also a tomato in there. Dessert.
They called it an apple tart. I would call it apple pie.
Oh, they called it Dutch apple pie.
Well, okay. I think they did say tart, but
oh yeah.
Yeah, Dutch apple pie I would call it because it's got like the crisscrosses and the thicker crust. It was lovely, and it came with vanilla ice cream and some whipped cream, and so flavorful.
I got the lava cake in so many words. Now, it was supposed to come with coffee ice cream. I feel like I might have gotten something like this before that was supposed to come with coffee ice cream, and it didn't come with coffee ice cream, but that's okay. Cake itself, delicious, very lava, very chocolate, and loved it. But you know what would have made it better?
Coffee ice cream.
Coffee ice cream.
No hurt feelings, obviously.
That's it for now, so good night. We should have more Newfoundland tomorrow.
Woohoo! See you tomorrow. Bye.